Kaylin got the cheese up in the house. What's up, Kaylin? All right.
What's
What is
happening?
up? What is up, everybody? Yo, just give us a quick moment here. Welcome to the show. This is just my opinion. This is the reaction stream with your boy Trans Romance and Groove tonight. So thank you all for being here. We're just waiting for everybody to get up in the room. We out here. Got some things. Got some things that we're gonna talk about. But let me just get a quick moment and make sure I'm streaming on all the. Yep, I'm streaming on all the platforms. And Kaylin already shared. Hey, Kaylin, thanks for the share. I was gonna share it in the group, but I think you already got that covered. So thank
Good looking
you.
out.
Yeah, got the box heads. Shout out to the box head nation. Got a few people coming out here. Yeah. All right.
Dang. Okay.
Just real quick.
Couldn't beat the Hulk grip.
Yeah, you do be Hulk gripping, like tightening your stuff that don't need to be tightened that
I was
hard.
trying to adjust the level of the PC here, but I use two hands.
Yeah. Really? We gonna start off the show like that, huh? Use
Yeah.
two hands.
Two
Trenton.
hands.
Yes, Stephen Ashworth, Trenton. What is up? Everybody is coming up in the room. I see some of the box heads out here. What is up, everybody? Kaylin with the share.
What's happening?
And yep. Trenton with the like. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all for being here. Of course, it's Taco Tuesday.
Woo!
Taco Tuesday. So we're gonna be here for just about an hour and 15 minutes. I almost I was this close to not doing the show because I am so
It's Taco Tuesday.
No, because Sifu.
Oh,
Sifu. That damn game, Sifu. I was about to message you and be like, hey, we ain't gonna do the show today. And I was gonna stream. I was gonna stream Sifu. But then I was like, okay, no, because we canceled last week because we were doing I was doing the Raids of Love, the Black History Month Raids of Love, which was a really great experience last week. That was a lot of fun, and Mina was a part of that too, and a lot of great
awesome.
streamers. It was a really great experience, and being able to talk about um, you know, different experiences and being Black, and just visiting other Black creators, and instead of doing the hate raids, which a lot of people of color in the creation community and the streaming community have kind of been victims of. This whole raids of love thing was really awesome because we basically run around to different content creators, Black content creators, and rated their pages, and
Nice.
had words of encouragement, and supporting them and following them, dropping stars or bits and things like that, and just letting them know that they matter, and what they do is appreciated, and just basically just trying to combat the hate. And a few had been ones that we had rated had actually had experience with being hate rated. So very interesting to kind of see that, and hear that kind of stuff is still going on, and also just kind of reaffirms the fact that that this kind of stuff still happens, that there's still racism regardless of what people try to say.
Still work to be done.
Yeah, there's still a lot of work to be done. And so yeah, and Trenton, yes, Raids of Love is always great, and it was my first time being a part of that. I didn't really know what to expect, and it was a really great experience.
That's what's up, man.
3 days till Batman. Get hyped, yo. I'm definitely excited about it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the Twilight love in my heart, because I love Twilight and I do like Robert Pattinson. I think him as Batman, I think it's super awesome in a nerdy, dorky kind of way. I don't know, but I'm feeling it. What do you think, Tom? I mean, personally, I prefer Ben Affleck.
Oh,
Oh,
but really, Robert Patterson.
Are you eating pretzels? Are you eating those
Mm-hmm.
flat pretzels?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
those things are bomb.
Yeah.
Yo, those flat pretzels.
Yeah, let's talk about those. Pretzels are delicious.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
pretzel chips.
yeah.
I got the everything bagel pretzel chips. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Pattinson. Yeah, he's Trent says he thinks Pattinson is a dope choice for young Bruce. What you think?
No opinion on that one. No comment.
Are you not a Pattinson fan?
Here's the thing, man. I just don't think we need yet another Batman reboot.
Mm,
I feel like this is where DC really screws the pooch. Aside from the fact that their story structure, their writing really sucks. Um, but yeah, did anybody ask for another Batman? No. Do we need
no.
another Batman? Hell no, we don't. Is Robert Pattinson a good choice? I don't know, maybe. I'm not gonna say yes or no. I mean,
Tell him.
you know, you won't catch me watching Twilight, but I mean, I think maybe from a strategic standpoint, as far as like casting Patterson, because of his Twilight background and because the people that grew up watching those movies, there's still that that love for that particular actor, and having him kind of seeing him in this role, kind of returning in a major role like that, I think that's going to draw people in. Hopefully, I mean, if they have the same writers as they did for the Joker movie, they might have some success because that movie was
Oh my
sick.
God,
That movie
Joker
was
was
crazy.
amazing,
That
amazing.
was, but see, that was a whole nother. That might as well have been a whole different book, a whole different universe from like the Super Friends movie or
True, true.
Green Lantern or Aquaman or whatever. You know what I mean? It was a whole different vibe on that movie. So if that's kind of the direction that they're trying to head in, like kind of playing off that energy that they did with the Joker movie and doing like a real dark, broody another Batman. I mean, how many times we gonna tell the story? And they got Alec Baldwin now playing Alfred. That's an interesting. I'm more interested in seeing Alec Baldwin as Alfred, frankly.
Wait, word?
I
Alec
believe
Baldwin?
I believe it's Alec Baldwin. I could be wrong. I saw just for a second in one of the trailers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because what's the name? Michael Caine has passed. I mean, I don't believe he's alive anymore. So he was the last Alfred.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell him how you really feel about it, though, Tom. Tell him
Hey
how you
man.
really feel
No,
about the Twilight. He's like,
I don't. I don't.
I mean, I get it. I mean, have you ever seen a Twilight movie?
I started to watch one and then I thought better of myself.
Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe my black ass got assimilated into the
Hey man,
universe.
hey listen. It, it's fine, man. I mean, by then I was already happily married. Now, I mean, if you're trying to like, score points with, with the ladies or something like that, you'd be like, "Oh, let's go watch Twilight." Or if you're like a
Hey,
teenager and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this girl to the movies. Yeah, let's go see Twilight."
hey, that do be facts though. But I found look at I respect Tom so much more after his Twilight opinion.
Yeah. Hey man, we'll take it however we can get it,
Right, right. I don't know, man, but I mean, I wasn't Team Edward. I was more Team Jacob. I was Team Werewolf. That was me. I was Team Werewolf. That was me. Kaylin says if it's not rated R, then I don't really see a point in seeing it because it's just going to disappoint with the psychotic villains. And you know what? I kind of feel that too because I was reading an article about it was on Instagram and somebody had said something about how come there's no like sex in these Marvel movies and stuff like that. And I I I kind of get why he said it, but then I kind of get like, it's a tough balance because
How you gonna write that
obviously,
into the script?
yeah, it's just I get why they were saying it because if we're gonna do movies like Deadpool, if we're gonna do movies like that, I don't. If we're gonna do a hero movie like that, I don't see why we can do gore and guts and all that kind of stuff, but then we can't do like, you know, if we're gonna go that far, how come we can't take what makes it? What makes it so that sex is off the table in terms of that, but then we can do blood, guts, and violence and kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
I don't know that it's necessarily off the table. It's just, does it really fit into the story? Where does it play into the story? Now, if you're
Mm-hmm.
going to show kind of like a slice of life type of a thing, a day
Yeah.
in the life of a superhero, or a relationship that's forming between a couple of, the characters or whatever. Okay, yeah, they're getting it in now and again. Okay, great. They're a healthy couple.
You're
Awesome. You
Trent,
know,
why is Avengers knocking boots instead of
yeah.
saving the world?
but yeah, ain't nobody got time for that, right?
Yeah.
The
Like
movie's
so,
already the movie's already 2.5 hours long. I mean,
so Will wants a sex Avenger. I could. I'm not saying that. I'm just relaying something I saw on Instagram. Basically, this director was like throwing shade at these producers for these superhero movies, wondering why they're not having, if we're doing all this other stuff, how come they're not putting something a little bit more real, like, and not, I wouldn't even say necessarily sex. I would just say more of like these relationships, um, these relationship building, because I mean, when I read comic books back in the day, comic books just it was all bets are off. It's like they didn't do, like the Marvel comics and stuff like that. They took a little bit more risks in the comic books, and they didn't show like super crazy stuff, but they kind of
they
uh
alluded to it though.
like She-Hulk. I remember reading
Hmm.
a She-Hulk comment where she was um uh making out with this dude, and she got to a point where it was, feeling so good where she ended up like turning into the She-Hulk in the middle of
Damn.
what was happening.
Oh.
And I was like, dang. Like they really just did that in the comic book. And that, so but so it's kind of like, it wasn't like you said, it was alluding to that. They weren't showing anything. It was just like it was like they were
Right.
alluding to what was happening, but
Right.
they didn't have to show what was happening. But
Hmm.
I guess I'm neither against nor for it. So I don't know. That's just my
I mean,
opinion.
if they can work it in there somehow to where it actually is a important part of the story, you know what I mean, or it adds to the story, fine. But other just to do it, I mean, I don't know that that's really necessary.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it just it. Let's see. Trent, I got a Batman comic that shows this, but got pulled from the shelves after the first print run. I mean, that's true. I mean, when you go something like that graphic though, that's different. When I read the She-Hulk, it wasn't anything too crazy. It was just, it was more like a silhouette of kind of what was
Yeah.
happening. They weren't really showing anything, but you obviously use your imagination of what was going on, which is why she ended up turning into the She-Hulk in the middle of, them getting it on and stuff like that. So, but I just think that if we're gonna go that far, with movies like Deadpool, like if when you think and talk about Deadpool and you see that movie, it's like, why? I mean, why is all this other stuff off the table? You just did that, so why not, you know, go the extra mile? If you were testing the waters with Deadpool, it ended up being a hit. Might as well go a little further, I guess. I'm not talking about doing like a full on porno or something like that. I'm just saying,
No, no.
uh,
But I feel like stuff like that, like, sex and like a scene like that is more, I don't know, that's more in the realm of what Deadpool is, you know what I mean? Deadpool's kind of
Hmm.
like the anti-superhero, you know what I mean? So whatever he does, he does what he wants, you know what I mean? So, and he doesn't apologize for it.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Having a sex scene in Deadpool or something like that just seems a little bit more in line with the brand,
With the
you know what I
brand,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense. I just thought it was an interesting article that I had read.
Makes
So
you think, for sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It makes you think. Let's see here. Also, trending comments can tell slice of life superhero easier than movie. Superhero TV show would be easier to fit in, and that makes sense too.
Definitely on a TV show, I could see that happening,
Yeah,
and I'm sure they've already done it.
yeah, yeah. Kind of like the boys, you know.
Oh, that's a whole it's on a whole nother level, man.
That is on a whole nother level.
Oh,
Ah,
man.
oh man. Anyway, guys, hey, thank you so much for joining us. This is just my opinion reaction stream. We watch videos. Sometimes we'll talk about stuff, give our opinion on useless things every Tuesday, and of course, it is Taco Tuesday. I am your host, Trans Romance, aka Will. I'm also a gamer and a DJ, and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Trans Romance One, and I do stream on Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch more in the mornings for my gamer and games where I just 10 minutes a day or 15 minutes a day I actually listen to house music and I work out. So I've been having to try to level up because seafood been whooping my butt. Seafood been whooping my butt. So I gotta level up so I can come back correct. Gotta come with the guns. The gamer guns. Gotta get it up in there. But and then of course got my boy Tom here, Groove Tonight, co-host,
What's
gamer,
happening?
and DJ. You guys can also follow him on Twitch and Instagram at DJ Groove Tonight, and we work together doing all sorts of events. And so we're really happy to be doing the Just My Opinion thing. So everyone, thank you for being here and for the likes, the shares, and the support.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Kaylin, we did see Joker. You honestly, yeah, we saw
Yeah.
Joker. Yeah,
Yeah.
that so good. Trenton likes the kitty. Kitty, oh, he is up on you. Kitty,
Mm-hmm.
kitty. Me, me, me.
She can't hear you.
Oh, I'm still gonna talk. I'm an animal person. I don't care. I don't like cats, even though I got two of them, but I still talk to them. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
hi, Mimi. Look at the little babies. Oh, the little Mimis. He's
Yeah.
like, put me down.
Oh, get out of here. Ah,
I love it. All right, so one of the things that we want to talk about, put his link in the chat. I did. I put his link in there. It's Groove Tonight at Groove Tonight, Kaylin, at DJ Groove Tonight on Twitch and Instagram. So of course, make sure you follow him. And also, she's not here right now, but Mina. She was with me in the Raids of Love thing too, and that was a lot of fun with her because things got crazy sometimes, and I'm pretty sure I made her sick every now and then. That's just what I do. I make you sick, make you sick of me. That's what I do. Where's your sister, by the way? How's she doing?
speaking of sick of you, she's good, man. She's good. She's getting back to work. She's been out of work for quite a while. She had you know, a car accident and injured her back pretty bad. So,
Oh, she's good though.
she's getting there. She's getting there. She's doing her thing. So yeah,
Okay,
yeah. At
okay.
some point, we'll have to get her on the show, and I'll just sit back and let you two.
I know.
You know.
No, she can get on her own camera. She can get on her own camera.
No. Yeah, she'll need to get on her own
Yeah,
camera.
we'll,
There's
we'll
not
get her
enough
up in
room for the
here.
both of us here.
Also, guys, you know how we do when we start the show. Savory or sweet grits? Let us know in the chat. I'm team sweet grits all the way. Butter and sugar in my grits. Tom is team
Savory, baby,
savory. He's savory, baby.
all
He want
day
them
long.
savory grits. That's
Yeah.
how it is. So let us know in the chat if you had grits. Let us know if you're team savory or team sweet. And let us know about that. Also, um, you can also tell us what movie traumatized you as a kid. I liked when we did this a couple weeks ago. Tell us about the movie that traumatized you as a kid. We briefly touched on that a couple weeks ago, but I kind of want to touch on that again. So let us know in the chat. Oh, Team Savory. Got another Team Savory Grits. Trenton is Team
Ciao.
Savory Grits. All right, y'all can get the hell up out of here with your savory grits and putting shrimp and cheese all up in your grits. That's nasty. Y'all nasty. That's right. But let us know what movie traumatized you as a kid and if you're team sweet or savory grits. So moving on to the subject that I wanted to talk about today. We didn't talk about a
Let's
couple
go.
weeks ago. It was a subject that we didn't have time to talk about it. But the Great Resignation. So with the Great Resignation, what I've been seeing and hearing a lot about people, leaving or quitting their jobs, and there seems to be this kind of negative connotation behind what's going on because with the shortage, this quote unquote shortage of labor, man, I know you are not.
That's my daughter. Yes. Honey, I'm doing the show. Mom's gonna pick you up. Mm-hmm. See you soon. Love you too. Bye. Okay. And we're back.
And we're back. And that's what happens when you are live. You get your kids calling you, tell me,
And a
come pick
dad.
me up.
Yeah.
But the this great resignation thing with people either leaving or quitting their jobs, and then they're kind of having this negative connotation behind that. What what is your kind of take or opinion on people kind of what's your opinion on this supposed labor shortage?
I mean, I can only give my 2 cents, really. I mean, I think that the pandemic has caused a lot of people to take pause and really consider what's important to them in their life. I know that it actually has opened more opportunities for people to get education right now. I mean, you can take classes at the junior college for free. So I think maybe people are jumping on that with the intention of, getting their skills set up and eventually transitioning into something that they really are interested in doing rather than working at Walgreens or, Burger King or something like that. You know what I mean? Plus, jobs, fast food jobs and customer service jobs generally don't treat their people well. And I think that that's a wake up call to these employers. Treat your people better. If you treat your people better, they're not going to want to leave when things get rough. You know what I mean? So I mean, it seems pretty simple to me. Pay them right, treat them right, and you're going to get better performance out of them theoretically, and also keep the bar high for your people.
Yeah.
So, you want to get paid this good money, you want these benefits, well, you got to be to work on time every day. You got to meet your numbers. You got to be in your proper uniform. Things like that. I mean that kind of gets beyond the whole great resignation thing, but I think that people are tired of um, working these jobs to where they're potentially putting their lives at risk, or potentially the risk of getting sick, and they're working some job that they're not happy at. They're not making a whole lot of money. So why when you can put your energy into leveling up, maybe, or you know just wait for that stimmy check to come through and forget all that.
Mm.
I'm quitting my job at you know McDonald's or whatever.
Hmm.
you know
It's funny now when you it's funny when you talk about that because there is this kind of like negative connotation behind, and it's almost like a double-edged sword. And it's almost like uh, if you work one of those type of jobs, say like McDonald's or Starbucks, or
Hmm.
a job that people have a tendency to look down on because they think it doesn't require a lot of work and it doesn't require a lot of skill. I
I
think
mean, go ahead. I don't mean to
no, no,
interrupt.
but it just seems like um with that kind of stuff, I think what's happening is, like you said, the pandemic really lifted the rug up so we could kind of see all the dirt that's been getting swept
Sure.
under for years. And I
Hmm.
think that a little bit of that dirt has been kind of this fact that employers have been treating their employees like they're expendable. Treating them, whether it's treating them like crap, or not paying them what they should be paying,
Hmm.
or just the overall atmosphere and treatment. And so when I would see these articles from companies, oh, we need more people and no one's applying and things like that, I think what happened is the chickens came home to roost, I guess you could say. Um, these companies have very much enjoyed a few, maybe 2 or 3 decades of, yes, maybe the workforce was expendable, but
Hmm.
now it's kind of caught up with you. Your toxic work culture, or um your way of treating your employees has now caught up with you, and
Hmm.
now you're going, wait a minute, how come we can't find any people? And
Hmm.
for me, I think, in my opinion, I don't think there is a shortage of people. I don't believe that
No.
there is a labor shortage. I think that, like you said, people are now. I mean, we talked about this, maybe about a month ago, about the fact that people can go on TikTok, and you're just like one
Hmm.
video away from going
Hmm.
viral,
Yep.
and you're making money.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't matter if that's short term or long term, but you could basically become, in some cases, become a millionaire, quote unquote, overnight. You've got people that are
It's
not.
possible.
Well, I'm just saying that you've got the trend that I'm seeing now, with whether it's with singers or influencers or whatever. Um, you have these interviews with them, and they're asking these questions like, "Oh, hey, how did you, get started?" Blah 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 blah, and they're most likely they're saying social media. They're saying TikTok. Oh, I posted this video on TikTok. I
Hmm.
see, the news, and read these articles about people's lives being changed from social media. Basically, there's no more middleman. There's no middleman anymore. People can do their own thing now without
Hmm. And be
the
discovered.
without the middleman. And
Hmm.
so, uh, like I said, I don't believe there is a labor shortage. I just think that people are now more in tuned, and because technology is so, the resources now are abundant, people understand that they have more power now to do what it is that they want to do and make a living at it, and not have to do the whole rat race of the 9 to 5 thing in a job that they don't like, but they're only doing that job because they're
Right.
trying to keep some type of financial stability going while they go out there and try to hustle on the side
Hmm.
of something that they really want to do, whether it's being a writer or being an artist or a musician. The pandemic allowed people that time to find out what it is that they really want to do and the type of value that they want to bring to people. So
Yeah.
I I'm I'm not happy that, oh, let me just say this. I'm I'm empathetic to employers that that do need the help, that run a great, run a nice ship and things like that. I'm empathetic to those types of businesses. I am not empathetic to businesses that have had a history of a toxic work environment, and now they're out here kind of slandering the whole, people kind of going their own way, because they're
Hmm.
mad that they can't get people in their doors. And it's like, well, you kind of did it to yourself. You
Yeah.
you you got comfortable treating people like crap because you thought that they were expendable. Pandemic happens.
Hmm.
People go, I can't work. I'm gonna
Right.
find something else to do.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go work for Amazon.
I'm gonna go work for Amazon, or I like doing, I like being a singer on the side. Great, I go
Hmm.
and do a TikTok video. Oh, now I'm getting calls from freaking MTV or the local radio station or a producer that saw me on TikTok that wants to do a
Hmm.
collab, and now
Yep.
here I am. Like, you don't have to work anymore. So I just think there needs to, with employers, that there really needs to be a shift. If you really want people, then you're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to change your atmosphere.
Yep.
So
Yep.
because people are more in tune now. People are smarter, and people. It's funny when I hear about uh with the slandering. It's like, most of the slandering has to do with people that are older, and it's people that are kind of in the middle of like our age, or a little older. They're coming after these kids like, oh, you kids just don't want to work, and it's like, why should they have to work? Why should they? They
Yeah.
just they y'all they figured out the game. They know what they need to do to be
Yep.
successful. It's
Yep.
just that success is different from what, say they were taught and what we were taught. We were taught, that, you know, being a DJ wasn't going to pay the
Right.
bills.
Right.
And, here we are, God forbid, obviously the pandemic kind of slowed that down. But for the most part, for you and I,
We paying
we were
bills.
we were told that being a DJ wasn't going to pay the bills. And, for me, I was told that I had to go, into the military because that's, that was the future. And, that's what my dad and his dad and and everybody in the family line did, because that
Hmm.
was what success was to them. And I saw the reverse hand on that. I was like, that I don't want to do that. I don't see that in my cards. It doesn't feel right for me to do something that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
And so here we are, we're basically full-time DJs, and it's like people said that playing video games wasn't going to pay the bills. Now you
Right.
see people like freaking Pokemon and Ninja and Dr. Disrespect. These cats are making millions of dollars, millions, just from
Yeah.
playing video games, and being,
Hmm.
certain type of personalities and stuff. So it just gets to a point where the older generation just unfortunately just has to accept that these kids, uh number one, they don't want to go work at Burger King. One, they don't want to go work at Burger King and McDonald's because y'all crapped on that type of job for so long. So
Yeah.
why the heck are they want to go and work at a job that you're crapping on? Yet they go do something else, and now you're mad that they're not at Burger King, McDonald's, or Starbucks serving you your caramel macchiato or your 20-piece chicken nugget, or there's a shortage of these items because
Yeah.
these companies don't have the people to get this stuff anymore. It's like you can't have it both ways.
Exactly.
You can't
Yeah.
have it both ways. You can't
Agree.
you can't crap on the job, and then crap. You can't crap at the job that you're biting the hand that feeds you. Basically, don't crap on the workers at McDonald's. Yet you out there every day at 12 o'clock for lunch, relying
Hmm.
on those people to get you your lunch that you're
Hmm.
crapping on,
Hmm.
and now that they're not there because you crapped on them so much, they went and found something better that they like to do. And now
Yep.
you're out here complaining, talking about, oh, these kids don't want to work. It's like, no, they don't want to work because you crapped on that job. You told them that they needed to go get a higher education and not be a whopper flopper if they didn't go out and get an education or a better education, it's like now they're doing that. Now you're complaining. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That's my opinion on that.
Yeah.
Yep, Trenton agrees. Yep, exactly. No middleman for creatives. Thanks, internet. Absolutely. The internet has just created so basically there's just no excuse at this point.
Well,
Like if there
it's a lot like it's a lot like in like the late 90s, early 2000s when
mm-hmm,
everybody had a .com, and everybody was starting off with their business ideas and startups here and startups there, and some of them made it, like Amazon, right? Remember Amazon used to be a bookstore?
mm-hmm. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, books and
Oh my
CDs,
god. Ooh,
right?
CDs.
So I mean, what I'm saying is, it's kind of a parallel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That decade, or that time in history when people were just kind of discovering uh, the internet and what could be, and online businesses and things like that, and really just going for it. They're taking the jump, and now, I mean, also too, with the pandemic and everything, because things have changed, it's created like kind of niche businesses, and it just the whole paradigm has shifted. So
Uh-huh.
I think that people are just going for it. I mean, why not? You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what's the alternative? Working at McDonald's for I mean, minimum wage is a lot higher than it used to be, but still, it's
Mm-hmm.
still minimum wage, and
Yep.
the things haven't gotten cheaper; they've gotten more expensive.
More expensive. Yep.
Right, the cost of living. So again, I mean, employers, you want to keep your people, make sure they're happy. Make sure that they know that they're valuable, and that and that you're glad that they're there. you
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
and treat them like they're valuable, and
Yep.
then they'd be less inclined to say, "F this job, I'm going to be a Twitch streamer." You know.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Yep. Yep. Pre.
anyways,
Yeah. That's a. Yeah. I just that's something that I been hearing a lot about, and people just kind of crapping on the young generation. And for me, obviously, we're 40, 50, in our 40s and 50s, or
I'm not
whichever.
50.
I'm just saying you're a lot older than me, so I'm just putting it out there. I'm saying, obviously, with us being older,
Yeah.
with these young kids, I believe in this youth, this younger youth, the TikTokers, and people can say what they want about TikTok and social media. These kids,
It's not
they
going anywhere.
it's not going anywhere,
It's
and
not
if
going anywhere.
anything, they figured it out. These kids have figured it out, and they are doing they and it's not like they don't know what's happening. They see what's happening. They see what the older generation has gone through, and
Hmm.
they are now kind of going through that too. But we've got this internet. Thank you, Cortland, for the like. They see what's happening, and they're making their own shifts. They are way more. I wouldn't say they're way more independent, but they've got it figured out. They are observers, and then they take action. And
Hmm.
so the internet has obviously created that abundance,
It's
and
it's
has
it, it's the internet. It's social media. It's mobile devices. It's everything all together that is creating this just whole different environment, to where opportunity to make yourself seen and known, and be part of uh you know business, and being able to do business, start your own business, is so
mm-hmm,
much easier, because you don't I mean, you don't even really need a website anymore. You set up a Facebook page, you set up an Instagram account, right? You put out, like my niece bakes, right? She's always busy baking cakes and cupcakes and stuff. She puts her stuff
mm-hmm,
out on Instagram. Oh, girl, I'm having a birthday party. I
yep,
need, 2 dozen cupcakes, da 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 da. You know what I mean? So she stays busy, and she doesn't have a website. She has an Instagram account. She does
yep,
like little TikTok stuff, and she has a Facebook page, I think. So
Yeah,
And
she mainly
she's
gets most of her stuff on Instagram. Like her Instagram is
yeah,
hot. Her Instagram
yeah,
is hot.
yeah. She's 23.
Yep. And a
So
business owner.
yeah,
23 and a business owner.
yeah,
So,
and doing what
uh,
she likes to do.
yep.
That's the main thing. She's doing what she wants to do. So yeah, I don't know if that's gonna last. I don't know, how things are gonna change. The future's somewhat uncertain, especially right
Hmm.
now.
Yeah.
But the opportunity is there, so you might as well jump on it. Go for yours.
That's what I'm saying. And
Yeah,
that's kind of, I circle back around to that with, starting just my opinion with everything that's happened in the last couple years. There's, obviously there's things that you and I have talked about doing and wanting to do, and I think we may have been kind of taking advantage of the time that we had because of the fact that we felt that we had the time.
yeah,
We felt
yeah,
that we were gonna have the time, and oh, we'll just do it tomorrow, or we'll
yeah,
start next month. Yeah, we're gonna have the time, and I think now we're just in a place where, um, with everything that's happened in the last couple years, and obviously with everything that's happening right now with Ukraine and Russia, pretty much just a full out all on war. Um, it's uh, with everything that's happened the last couple years and kind of reaching that boiling point of whether it was social issues or political issues is that tomorrow is not a guarantee. So
nope,
if
it is
you
not.
if
It
you
is
go
not.
into the thing you don't want to do is you definitely don't want to have regrets when you're whether you're coming to your last days or whatever. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but I think the point is, uh, like you said, if there's something that you want to do, you just gotta go and do it because it can go like that. That'll finger snap and it could all be gone just like that. So it's
Yeah,
important to kind of put things in perspective. Go for yours, get yours. Even if you make a mistake, just keep going, do your thing because the mistakes are good. You're making choices, and I think that's the thing is, um, I think I talked about
that's how
this
you
last
grow.
week. Yeah, make
Yeah,
make mistakes because you're making choices. Things are moving. You're making moves. Even if it's not the right move, at least you're
right,
making the move. Learn
right.
from the move, reposition yourself and keep going. So that's my two
Opinion?
cents. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I hate you. So, switching gears to that again, this is just my opinion. We watch videos and talk about stuff and give our opinion on things every Tuesday at 3:15. Sorry, 3:30 p.m. Pacific. So if you're any other part of the U.S., it's Pacific time. And then, of course, me personally, I game stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3:15 to 5:15 Pacific. So don't be shy. Hit the notify so you know when I go on, and of course, hit the notify so you know when Tom goes on over there on Twitch at Groove Tonight on Instagram and Twitch, and of course, you guys can follow me Trans Romance One on Facebook and Instagram. So now, switching gears again. Uh, was that? Did you knock?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Yeah,
Thought I heard. Oh, oh, not. All right. So switching gears also since we have people watching, I know that we've shared this into a couple groups. If people are watching right now, we would love to get your take on because I've been wanting to do this for a minute of having some nice lo-fi copyright free music kind of playing in the background. So if anybody wants to suggest something, a place, or if you personally have music, we would love to get some music, copyright free music, lo-fi kind of hip hop beats, so that we can play in the background. And we're also looking for um, uh, like like cover art for the show. So you can get in contact with me. Lamont, thank you for being here and thank you for the like. So get in contact with me. You can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Again, it's at Trans Romance One. We definitely want to try to get some copyright free lo-fi hip hop, something to play in the black background while we're chatting it up. And then we'd like to get some cover art for the show, just my opinion. So hit us up, let us know if you got some work that you'd like us to listen to, or some cover artwork that you want to throw out at us. We could definitely use that. Would love the support, and of course support you if that's something that you specialize in. So you can get in contact with us on that as well. So yes, the lo-fi hip hop stuff. Matt, what's your opinion on trance bromance, Tom?
Oh boy,
Trance bromance.
I love this guy.
Yeah. I love you too, boo boo.
I love this guy. Yeah.
We out here.
Yeah, we out
Yeah.
here. We out here. We've been here, and
We gonna stay here.
before the show, this this guy and I got a lot of history. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's what that is.
Speaking of history,
Yeah.
speaking of history, um, there it is. There it is, guys. I'm posting it. I am posting it. Yes, I am posting it. It brings a tear to my eye that Blackberry is officially dead.
Oh,
Now,
oh, for crying out loud!
yeah, Blackberry
Next
is
subject.
Blackberry
Next
is officially dead.
next
Yes.
subject, my dude.
Well, he said, "Welcome to the future." So yes, folks, I have officially BlackBerry is dead, but it is still technically alive. I still I've been hashing out some emails on this, like if I need to an email. However, your boy did go out and get the new Galaxy S22 Ultra,
Somebody
and
hit the applause button.
yeah, you know what, I will, yes, yes, the Galaxy S22 Ultra, a beautiful, beautiful
She's a beaut.
device. Yeah, she is a beaut. Got the S Pen going on. It is super awesome, and I love it.
I
So
approve.
yes, very much approve it. I love it, and I've been handling some business with this. However, the BlackBerry is dead. So Tom, can real quick, if you could just kind of share your experience, because pretty much since 2012, I mean, you started using a little, maybe a year after I started using it. I started using BlackBerry in, I think, 2012. I had my BlackBerry Q10,
Hmm.
and then the BlackBerry Oh yes, the BlackBerry Z30 came out,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then
So
because
so
did you have a Z10?
yeah, but before that, I had the Bold at my job. They gave us BlackBerry Bold 9650, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
the flagship one. It was super nice actually. And I did not want to. I wanted an iPhone. Um, and so we used those for a couple years, and it was actually pretty good. I mean, for work, awesome. The apps sucked. Trying to use things like Facebook was really a pain in the ass. Um, then we switched to iPhones,
Mm-hmm.
and then when we did a refresh, and I think that was when I got like the iPhone 4, and
Yeah.
then we did a refresh, and then I said, "Hey, you know what? I found this new phone. It's a BlackBerry, the Z30, and it gives you kind of the best of both worlds because it was a touch screen. It was
Mm-hmm.
big,
Oh,
you
I
know,
loved that
and
phone.
it was a good phone. But again, the apps were lacking,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a real shame. The and also I've said this many times. The OS super slick, love it. Always would love it. If they could implement that somewhere else, it'd be
Yep.
great. But of course, we all know that the apps were lacking seriously, and I don't know
Yep.
what these people's problem was, but that's really where they screwed the pooch. So, um, I've been using iPhone now for, I don't know, 5 years now, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
And I haven't looked back
True that.
because it works. It's easy. It's a quality device. I've never had it like fail on me or do anything weird or catch a virus or anything. It's just fine. It just does what it needs to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's I think that's when you're an adult and you're busy, eh, and especially if you use your mobile device for work. I mean, you need to have a device that's reliable. And then when you're just kind of putzing around and you want to on social media, you want to play some games, whatever, it's also nice.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Sorry, did that answer your question?
No. No, just like your experience, because you had a when I got a BlackBerry, I kind of turned you on to the BlackBerry, and it for and what people don't know is that before I even had a BlackBerry, like I was the same way. I literally hated BlackBerry, because I worked at
Hmm.
T-Mobile, and I hated BlackBerry. People come in with their BlackBerries, oh god, and with their issues, which the issues were easy to, once I got a BlackBerry, I figured out, I'm like, oh well, this wasn't so bad, but when at the time, I was rocking, I had a Sidekick, the
Hmm.
Sidekick had a little swivel screen with a keyboard on it, and then
Hmm.
when they stopped making those, I went to touch screen. I had like a HTC G1, which had also a swivel screen and a keyboard underneath
Yeah,
it. It
the
was
the Tony Stark Iron Man phone.
uh, it pretty much was,
Like,
and then I had all touchscreen, and then after the LG phone, LG G1 came out, which was like the first kind of like gaming phone that had an NVIDIA chip in it, which was
mm,
super awesome.
hmm.
I started using Samsung, and my last Samsung that I had was the Galaxy S3, and the Galaxy S3 was the phone that I had before I got the BlackBerry. And how I even, so people don't know how, like, yes, Will Turner folks out onto the BlackBerry. I did. I turned Tom onto a BlackBerry because it was like a business phone, and I wanted to try something different. But it was not by choice. What happened was I went on vacation. I went out of town, and my job when I was working at T-Mobile, we had a program called the Champion Program. A Champion Program is when a representative for a specific company comes in talking about a new phone that's going to come out. They allow management to choose someone on the team that's going to represent that phone. Well, I wasn't even in town to defend myself, so I already hated
Everybody was
BlackBerry.
like, "Not it."
Yes, we all hated BlackBerry. I know hate's a strong word, but we all hated BlackBerry. So I come back into town, and Anthony,
No, yeah.
yeah, Anthony was the
Hmm.
manager.
Hmm.
I'm on vacation. He messages me and says, "Hey, we chose you." He didn't tell me the phone. He just said, we chose you to be the champion of a new phone." Now he didn't tell me what phone it was. I come back into town and he hands me a BlackBerry Q10 and said, "You are the champion of this phone." And I had a Galaxy S3, and I'm like, "Why do you guys choose me to be the BlackBerry person? I wasn't even here to defend myself." And he was like, "Yep, that's
Hmm.
right. No one wanted it. You weren't here, so you coming back. You're the champion." And he's like, "I do think though, you are going to be the best person to champion this phone." Well, lo and behold, he was absolutely freaking right, because I started using that BlackBerry Q10, and my S3 at the time was a 4G phone, and we had
Hmm.
just kind of back then we had just rolled out the 4G LTE. The BlackBerry
Hmm.
Q10 was a 4G LTE phone, so I was like,
Hmm.
"Ooh, I'll give this a try and get
Hmm.
those fast internet speeds." Man, I started using that phone and I was done. I like literally took my Galaxy S3, and back then it was Craigslist. We had Craigslist.
Hmm.
Put my Galaxy S3 on Craigslist, sold it that same day. I think I sold my Galaxy S3 at the time. I think I sold it for like $450.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of some grip,
Hmm.
for back then. But I sold my Galaxy S3, started using this Q10, and then from 2013 until basically a week ago, almost 10 years, I've been using BlackBerry. So I had the Q10, the Z30, which you and I loved.
Hmm.
We love that phone. That's probably one of the
Good
best
phone.
Blackberries, because it
I
had the
I think I still
speakerphone.
have it somewhere, just to use like for a you know uh entertainment device. Like
Yeah, but
music and
the speaker on
camera.
that phone was
Yeah.
probably some of the best sounding speakers on any smartphone I've ever heard, hands down. Although the Galaxy S22, the speakers on this bad boy, oh my god, it's got that Dolby Atmos thing. I'm like, holy
Mhm.
crap, like it's awesome. But at the time, the 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 BlackBerry Z30 just had the best. It had dual speakers. It had dual
Mhm.
speakers on it. It had dual speakers on the back. Great phone. And then I had um the Passport. Had two passports. I had the black
That
and
was a
white.
dope phone. That was a dope phone.
It was
Yeah.
absolutely probably the greatest BlackBerry was the BlackBerry
That's
Passport.
that's a shame that that phone never really went anywhere because it was so different and um, kind of practical in a lot of ways because it had the
Mhm.
QWERTY keyboard and then you could use you could use the QWERTY keyboard as a mouse pad and track
Yep.
your thumb. That was dope.
I thought that was
So
cool
yeah.
too. Yeah, and then I had the black and white Passport, and then when they released the BlackBerry Passport Silver Edition, I ended up getting that one, and then selling my black the black Passport. And then I didn't really like the Silver Edition. The Silver Edition was cool, it had the rounded edges and stuff like that, and it was silver and stuff. And I was like, I'm not really feeling this. So then I went back to the black and white one, and then I did do when BlackBerry went Android. They came out with the Priv, and they had a few other
Hmm.
devices
Hmm.
like they had the Priv, and then like two
The
other
Leap.
the Leap, and then a couple
Yeah.
other the D30 or something like that, the D30, one of those. But I was so sold on the BlackBerry 10 operating system that I got rid of I wasn't ready for the Android version of BlackBerry yet, or just Android on a BlackBerry. Wasn't ready for that yet. Then I got the Key 1, which I loved, and then I ended up going with the upgraded to the Key 2, I think in like 2017 or yeah, 2017, and then rocked this Key 2 like it was going out of style. You definitely didn't get I tell people I didn't get a BlackBerry for the camera because most of the pictures that they see, they're not horrible. I managed with what I had, but
Yeah.
definitely didn't get a
Yeah.
BlackBerry for the amazing camera.
Right. Right. True.
Yeah, this S22 Ultra,
Saucy.
man, oh,
Saucy.
it's great. I do miss the keyboard though. It's been a challenge typing. I'm not as I mean, I'm fast, but I'm definitely not as fast as I was when I was rocking the keyboard. But
You'll get used to it.
yeah, I'll get used to it. Obviously, things got to happen, things got to move on. So
Yep.
he says, "What? Oh, I know. I thought I changed it. I thought I changed it." Says, "What does stream say? You playing seafood?" I thought I changed it, man. This is just my opinion. My bad. Cortland coming in here, but like Trent said, I definitely missed the keyboard, but I when I went with a BlackBerry definitely changed my life and changed my business. So the celebration of life has begun. I take pictures with my new camera. So I take kind of like these artistic photos of my BlackBerry and post them online. And a lot of the BlackBerry fans have been kind of coming out of the woodworks on Instagram, liking it or sending me messages. They're like, "Oh my
Uh,
god, this is the greatest phone." So it's kind of cool to see that the BlackBerry community was such
mhm.
a it really was such a great community. And
They're
if you
pretty
ran in
diehard.
yeah, and if you ran into somebody in public that was also a BlackBerry fan, it was just like,
Oh yeah.
being
Oh, you're the other
starstruck.
one.
Yeah, like, oh my god, or I remember when we went to Vegas a few years ago, and I was rocking my BlackBerry, my uh, Key 2, and I had it sitting out on, I had my little tray down, and I had it sitting there, and the stewardess, the flight attendant, uh, was passing by, passing out the peanuts, and she looked down and she's like, "Oh my god, is that the black?" And she like named it. She's like, "Oh my god, is that the BlackBerry Key 2?" And I was like, "Yes, yes, we got one, we got one." I'm like, "That's exactly what it is."
Hmm.
Yes. So, but obviously there's a little fire that still kind of burns in me, that's still lit for BlackBerry. So just in case anybody ever decides they want to make a 5G or 6G
Here's what I
BlackBerry
predict.
phone.
Here's what
if
I predict.
I'm just saying, if they make a phone, if somebody makes a phone, whether it's Samsung, because I do like Samsung, I've
Hmm.
always been a fan of Samsung. If someone makes a good phone, with good specs, good camera, and it's got a keyboard, I'll be first in line for it.
I think it's going to be like a hipster vintage type of a thing later on down the line, maybe 5 years from now or something.
Yeah.
They'll figure out how to use Blackberries as something else, or put them on a modern 5G network, some hack them, whatever, and they'll become like this cool hipster thing.
Yeah.
Or they'll turn them into, I don't know, some sort of like gaming device or something. I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying I still use mine to hash out some emails if I really need to hash out an email, and I don't want to touch my amazing S22 Ultra screen. Then I'll just start typing on the keys on my BlackBerry. But we got about 20 minutes, so I
Let's
definitely
move on.
the celebration of life is happening on my Instagram page, so you guys can go and check that out. Right now, I've been posting pictures of my beautiful BlackBerry Key 2, and I'll be sharing some more photos of my basically my 10 years with BlackBerry. So Trans Romance One on Instagram. Go there, give me a follow. You guys will be
Make,
seeing some more pictures on
make
there.
sure you tag John Chen.
John Chen.
Yeah, make sure you tag John Chen in your post.
Tag John Chen. That's funny. I do. Hey,
You should know. You absolutely should.
I know he's the real deal, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they're out of the smartphone market, so I don't think he'd just be like whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, I read an article. He was actually talking about how the fact that he has a I think he has a Samsung phone. I think he has like a Samsung Galaxy phone,
Mm-hmm.
and how he definitely misses he still has his BlackBerry for
Mm-hmm.
like emails and stuff, but obviously, with a lot of the, like, especially with the Key 2 BlackBerry, the Key 2 is just, it's not getting the security updates, and that's why I upgraded. I want to obviously, the BlackBerry was a very secure device, and the company just made very secure stuff. They're obviously in the software market, not the hardware. But my Key 2 wasn't getting the security updates that it was supposed to be getting anymore. TCL, the company that made the phone, they just kind of close the door on
Evaporated.
that. Yeah, they
Yeah.
just kind of close the door. Yeah, obviously they're doing their own thing. They've got their own phones and stuff that they're making, but I want to make sure that I get those security updates and stay up to date with certain things. And obviously, with what happened with the pandemic, with um, not doing some of the stuff that I was able to do, and then turning more towards content creation, I wanted a phone that could kind of handle the rigors of being a content creator. So that's why I
Sure.
pretty much got the
Yeah.
Galaxy S22. Great
Yeah.
camera, great video, and then I can do a lot of the stuff that I wasn't able to do on my BlackBerry. So, but there's a fire that still burns in that. So, switching gears, we got about 15 minutes left before Tom's got to cut out kind of all of us
It's
because it
Taco
is Taco
Tuesday, baby.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday. Hold up, wait.
It's Taco
Indeed.
Tuesday!
Indeed.
That's right. It is Taco Tuesday, and
Yes, sir.
yeah, we're gonna have some tacos, some Mexican food. We all about it. So switching gears, with about 15 minutes left, I want to talk about the chip shortage. I want to talk about the
Okay.
chip shortage,
All right.
and the graphics card shortage.
I don't know a whole lot about those, but I'll give my opinion.
Uh, Here's my opinion.
Okay.
Just get a gaming laptop, y'all. Stop going through the stress of trying to get a graphics card. That is stressful. Just get a gaming laptop. The graphics card shortage and all this other stuff with the mining and all that. Just get a gaming laptop. Now y'all know I am a console. I'm definitely a console fan. I'm a PlayStation fan. However, the PlayStation 5 launch put a very bad taste in my mouth, and so I started PC gaming with my little gaming laptop that I have. It's got an RTX 2080 in it, and it's a beast, and it handles business, and I love it. So I'm here to tell you that if you are one of those people that is stressing about trying to build, get your builds in, then just get a gaming laptop for God's sakes, because it's going to save you a lot of legwork, and you're not going to be pulling your hair out, and you're definitely not going to get gouged. I mean, you get a gaming laptop for a pretty decent gaming laptop for maybe just over $1,000 than trying to get a freaking overpriced GPU, which might even cost, if you already have a build, it might even cost the same price of what you already did. If you've already got a tower that you put time and money into, and then you got to go spend 3 times the amount for a new graphics card just because you want the new graphics card, man, you might as well just get a gaming laptop.
I guess it all kind of comes down to, I mean, what you want to do, right? I mean, do you want to stream the latest, greatest games at 4K, 60, frames per second? Or are you going to play like, some JRPG that you found on Steam? You know what I mean? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, if you're just going to be playing kind of quote unquote normal games that aren't graphically intensive, then yeah, you probably don't even need a gaming laptop. You just need a laptop, um, which is easy enough to get. So yeah, I think it's just that nowadays, because of, everybody wants to stream on Twitch and whatever, there's that expectation, I guess. It's not even a real it's kind of it's perception in a lot of ways, that you have to have, some beastly laptop or tower or whatever, and it's got to be all LED lit, and you know
You're not a gamer. You're not
yeah,
a real gamer unless you got that RGB
water
on full
cooled.
blast of water.
Yeah,
See, that's too much.
you know
Like I don't know. Like I
uh,
said, it's just my opinion,
well, I
but
mean, it's
it's
we're
portable.
adults. We're
Yeah,
adults. I
yeah.
mean, to ask some kid who's like, 16, 15 years old, oh, well, give him like, a Lenovo ThinkPad. Here's your laptop. Go ahead and stream away.
Yeah.
He's gonna look at you sideways.
Like what the heck?
Even though it could probably handle it.
They can
You know
probably
what I
handle
mean?
it. Yeah, yeah. But
So,
it's kind of funny because I've been I'm not against it, but I've been kind of toying with the idea of maybe getting a tower, because I'm thinking about more about what I'm doing, and I love my gaming, and honestly, I think the gaming laptops, um uh, just from what I'm seeing with the comparisons, and watching YouTube videos, the gaming laptops, despite what people say, gaming laptops can kind of hold their own against a tower. Oh, laptop gaming laptops overheat. Well, maybe they did at one point, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, but the technology is so pristine now, where you can play, triple A games on these little tiny machines and still have the cooling of, say, a tower, where these laptops can pretty much do it all. I mean, we have the technology now. So the argument of, oh well, gaming laptops overheat. Well, there's some towers out there that overheat too, despite their size. So
well,
that that
and there's gadgets that you can use to keep them cool.
yeah.
That
Um,
that'll cost you $20 on Amazon. So,
but yeah, yeah.
mm,
But I'm toying with the idea of possibly getting a tower, because I do have an all-in-one computer that I use for everyday tasks and streaming and things like that. But
mhm.
I'm kind of thinking that I might get a tower, just from everything that I'm doing. I but I think more it's more for me of just wanting to try something that I've always kind of crapped on for the longest time, because as a console gamer, it was always, I'm a console gamer. It's all about PlayStation, screw Xbox, and screw PC master race gaming. No, I don't. I'm not. It's like this whole master race. Like, no, you're not the master race. Y'all are a joke. And now I'm just kind of like, I play my PC more, obviously, than my PlayStation 4, but obviously that was because of that whole PS5 launch thing that went down. Dude, now that I talk about it, I'm so bitter about the
I can
PS5 launch.
tell.
I'm
I
so
can tell.
bitter about it. I'm so mad and so bitter because I feel cheated. I feel like Sony didn't have my back like I had their back for all these years. I'm so mad about it.
Let me ask you a question though. Let me ask you a question.
Same here, Trenton. I want to get a tower. I'm saving for a Lenovo 7i tower.
I'm getting a Mac Mini M1. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if that, but I don't stream games. I make beats.
Yep.
So, but let's look at the big picture here, man. If you're a gamer and you enjoy gaming, you enjoy video games in general, which obviously we do, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, if you're playing a game that you enjoy and it's a good game, does it matter if it's on the PS5 or the PS4 or the PS3?
Yes, God damn it.
Does it?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
the other day I
It
was
does.
playing. Guns of the Patriots. Is that Metal Gear Solid 4?
Oh, yeah, I remember that game.
That's not on any other system. You can only play it on the PS3. As far as yeah, you can only get it on the PS3. Game's dope. The game still holds up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I probably could have streamed it, I guess. I mean, because yeah, you can do that with a PS3, I think. You can get on the internet with it, whatever. I mean, but I'm enjoying it because it's a good game, and I enjoy playing a good game, and I enjoy a good story, and so I mean, sure, I want a PS5. I had a PS5. I sold it
Yeah, you did. You sold it.
because it's not that big of a deal to me.
You're right, right?
you know, I'll get another one. I'm back on the list.
Yep.
I'll get another one. Yeah, at some point, and I'm sure it's going to be awesome. There's no doubt in my mind it's going to be awesome. But I got more games than I know what to do with, and so it's
Yeah, you
like
do.
it's like uh, I might as well just start playing. Start playing rather than worrying about what I have or what I don't have. And
Mm-hmm.
getting back to the whole gaming PC thing and everything. Learn to work with what you have
Mm-hmm.
because people have done so much more with less. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, work within go ahead and work within your limitations. See what you can accomplish. And if you hit a wall, then okay, then you're like, okay, well, I gotta get a better graphics card so that I can run this game, or I gotta get a more powerful PC because I can't stream and play the game at the same time. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So, I understand that part of it, but don't be like, oh, I just want to, I'm gonna get a gaming PC because I can, or
Mm-hmm.
because I think it's gonna somehow
Fill
Give
in
me give me give
a
me more
void.
cred, give me
Yeah,
more
fill in a
Twitch
void.
cred or something like that. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
dumb,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I think the, since my experience with PC gaming, it's like I feel bad that I haven't turned on my PS4 in a minute. But and speaking of Steam, Steam's got a Steam Fest, or I think it ended, but it was called Steam Fest.
mhm.
And you get to play a bunch of demos for up and coming games and stuff like that. And I think that's so awesome.
Steam's great.
Yeah, the UI
Yeah.
is so intuitive. I even went and got an Epic Games account. That's where I actually got Sifu and Kenna Bridge of Spirits. And some I just got Riders Republic that I saw some people playing on Xbox. And I was like, that looks like a great game. So I
Mhm.
got it on PC, and my experience with PC gaming has been great. It's opened up a lot of doors that were originally closed, but they were only closed because it was me closing the doors because I was such a COD boy. I'm still a COD boy, but I'm having fun playing games, and whether it's PC, PS5. I'll never get an Xbox, but I'm just putting it out there. I still have my brand loyalty. I'm giving PC gaming a chance, but I'll never get an Xbox. I'm PlayStation PC. But it's been a really great experience being able to play all sorts of different games and connecting with people, obviously with
Yeah,
streaming and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But yeah, that's that. But I whether it's a gaming laptop or a tower, I'm definitely as like Trenton said, he was saving up to get a tower, and that's exactly what I'm wanting to do too. I'm thinking about getting a gaming tower because I find myself playing more games
If that's the
at
case,
home at home rather than being mobile with my gaming. And so I want to my laptop was originally for business purposes that kind of during the pandemic went from business to gaming. I was like, oh, it's got this great graphics card. Great. I guess I could play some games if I wanted to, but I was really
Mhm.
just using it for DJing, business stuff, and light producing. And then it was like, well, I can't do business anymore, so I might as well game on it since I have it. I got this great graphic card, might as well utilize it. And
Yeah.
so it just kind of opened my eyes. And so now I'm thinking I want to have like a specific, just strictly just a gaming rig that I could also use for business when I need it to. But I want my laptop to be, kind of strictly business, so to last a little
Mhm.
bit longer, I guess you could say. But you know, that is my opinion.
All right. All
That is
right.
my opinion. Stephen Ashford says it absolutely doesn't matter. Today's society has a huge problem with comparing materials to other people's or companies' materials. We need to be all right with settling and living within our means. You can be more right about that.
100%, bro.
100%
100%.
dropping knowledge there.
That's right.
Yeah, that I know it's almost 5 o'clock and it's Taco Tuesday. Tom's got to go cook some dinner. I might hop back on, guys, later on after because I don't have trivia tonight, so I might hop on and play some Sifu since Cortland wanted to call me out about the uh, the title said that I was playing Sifu, so I might just hop on a little bit later and get my butt whipped in that game. We were going to watch some couple game trailers, but we'll save some of that for next week. But if you guys haven't done so, Sifu is available on the Epic Game Store or PlayStation. If you got one, it's a great game. I'm having so much fun with it. It's
Awesome.
extremely challenging, but the challenge it's hard, but the challenge it's more fun than it is like hard. And even though it's really hard at times, it's just such a believe the hype. The game's been getting almost like perfect scores across the board. Believe the hype. Go grab it. It's a great game. But yeah, that is the show. That is. Do we have another opinion? Oh, yep. Solid opinions today, my guys. Yes, Trenton, thank you so much. Everybody that was in the chat. I just want to give a shout out real quick before we go. Big shout out to Kaylin, Lamont, Edward, Trenton for the like, Edward for the like, Cortland for the like, Lamont for the like, Kaylin for chiming in the chat there, Trenton, Stephen Ashworth, anybody else. I hope I'm not forgetting. I just want to make sure everybody gets their just desserts and their love and recognition, but pretty much everybody in there. Yeah, Trenton, Kaylin, Cortland, Lamont. Appreciate you guys being here. Oh, Matt, thank you. Join us over on Twitch. Thanks, you guys, for being here. This is just
Thanks
my
for hanging
opinion.
out with us.
We watch videos, talk about stuff, and give our opinion every Tuesday. If you guys got something that you want us to talk about, let us know. Hit us up in the chat or just message us on Facebook or Instagram. I am Trans Romance. I'm the host of the show, gamer and a DJ, and you can find me on Facebook Gaming Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3:15 to 5:15, and of course Tuesdays doing the show with my boy Tom here, aka Groove Tonight, for just my opinion. So yeah, and then of course there he is, Tom. He's a co-host
I'll also be
and a
streaming
DJ.
this week.
Oh, you're gonna be streaming?
Yeah. Right
Okay.
now I'm doing near Automata,
Oh, nice.
and next week I'm gonna try Elden Ring. So
Ugh, I can't
if
do
y'all
that.
wanna,
I can't do the Elden
I
Ring.
I like RPGs. What can I
I
say?
know, I know.
So
I can't do the Elden Ring. See, I'm already playing a game. I'm already playing. Got my hands in kind of the Godfall game, which is that looter slasher kind of RPG
mhm.
elements. There's some games that that have some RPG elements in them. So I'm like, Can't do the Elden Ring. Feels like a lot of like World of Warcraft stuff to me.
Uh, I feel like it's. I've never played a Souls game, not even
M-
once.
Me either. I
So I
mean,
mean, this one
I
looks
played
pretty
Mortal
dope.
Shell. I played
Hmm.
Mortal Shell for like 10 minutes and I was like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah. So I mean, it may be a very short play. I don't know, but I wanted to give it a try. Right now, like I said, I'm playing Near Automata, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I've got a crazy backlog. I've got a lot of games that came out 5 years ago that I'm just peeling the shrink wrap off now and popping in, or
That's right.
and playing, or I catch it on sale for 5.99. No, this game's 8 years old, but it's 5.99.
That's what we
I'm
be
in.
doing. We be grabbing
I'm in.
games on
Yeah.
sale and not playing them because that's what
You're
I've been
like,
doing on Steam. Like, oh,
hey,
this game is $5. Let
I'm
me get
like,
it and not play it for a year.
next week I'll be streaming Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I got that game too. I played a
I
little bit of.
no, I'm about halfway through now, but
Dang,
that's yeah, it's a
I'm
long
only
game.
30 minutes in.
It's dope. I mean, but I didn't want to play. I didn't want to not finish the first one and then start the
Yeah.
second one. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Trent, bro, Steam eats my wallet, dude. With the summer sales, and they
Mm,
just sit there, dude. They did the summer sale. Yeah, I'm waiting for the summer sale. There's some games I want to play, but again, guys, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. It's just my opinion, and of course, I am Trans Romance, the host, and of course, my co-host Tom. And Tom, you've pretty much got a good log of games that you could start streaming. So yeah, hit up
yeah,
that stream.
yeah,
Follow him on Twitch and Instagram. His Twitch is at DJ Groove Tonight, and of course, we sometimes will get on there and we'll be DJing music. We are electronic music heads to the day we die. Obviously, we like all sorts of music, but
sure.
make sure you guys hit the notify, and of course, don't be shy. Hit the notify so you know when I go on, and of course, follow Tom over on Twitch as well. So thank you guys for being here. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3:15 to 5:15 for the gaming, and then just my opinion Tuesdays at 3:30 with us, you boys, Trans Romance and Groove Tonight. And of course, you guys got something to say, have an opinion, type it in the chat. Message us if you got ideas or anything that you guys want to talk about. We definitely would love to interact with you guys more and talk about stuff that you guys want to talk about. So thank you so much. With that said, we appreciate you. And we're going to be checking out for Taco Tuesday. So this was just my opinion. Thank you guys for being here. Applause to everybody. Thank you all. So stay focused, stay humble, stay on the hustle, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and of course, take care of the planet. It's your boy Trans Romance along with DJ Groove Tonight. In the meantime, between time, you know the drill. Sleep tight. Good night. All right, everyone, have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow for some gaming. We're gonna be
Take it
playing
easy, guys.
Sifu, or me and Mina are gonna be playing It Takes Two. We're gonna figure that out and how to get that going. So thank you all for being here. Last minute chats there. Yep. Good night. Sleep tight. Good night. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the flip side. I might see you guys a little bit later, so keep it locked or just hit the notify so you know when I go on. And if not, then I'll see you guys tomorrow at the official time, 3:15 to 5:15. We'll either be playing Kenna Bridge of Spirits or Mina, Big Mean Gaming, and I will be playing co-op with It Takes Two. So again, in the meantime, between time, have a great night. Sleep tight. Good night. We'll see you guys later.